All right, welcome to the Xano 521 podcast. My name is Mitch McKinney, and I'm here with our owner, Jay Bryant. How you doing today?
Well, Mitch, you finally got me in front of the camera, so I'm doing okay. He knows how much I hate cameras, but I'm excited about this podcast series we're going to be working on.
Yeah, it's going to be great. At Xano 521, we transform the spaces where you live, work, and play. We serve all of Central Florida, all the way from Orlando up to St. Augustine.
Yep.
And to say the least, we're grateful that you are tuning in and joining us today. Before we jump into today's episode, we just humbly ask that you would just take a quick second to like and subscribe to this channel on YouTube or on whatever platform that you're tuning in with today. Your support would mean the world to us. So, Jay, here we are. Epic day for us because today is our first ever episode.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Who would have ever thought that this is where we would be and this is what we would be doing?
Yeah, it's going to be good.
I know you love it. I've got a lot of questions about all things concrete coatings, and I'm hoping that you have a lot of answers for us. And so looking forward to your insights. Before we kind of jump into that, though, I think it'd be good to kind of give our listeners a little insight into you. I know you love talking about yourself. But I think it'd be good for you to share a little bit about you, a little bit about your background, and a little bit about our company. So
Sure, Mitch, we'll do. Yeah, I'm Jay Bryant. I'm a former military guy. Spent about 25, almost 30 years in the military and law enforcement and government service. My wife and I spent the last 6 years over in Indonesia serving at a company over there before we decided to bring ourselves back here to what we call the land of the big PX, back here to the United States. And we decided we wanted to start a business. We wanted something that we could service other people. Home services seems to be very challenging in Florida. When we moved back here, we found out that
that's to say the least.
A lot of people had a hard time with home services, showing up on time, doing what they said they were going to do. So we decided we were going to start a business and kind of break that mold a little bit. So we got into the surface protection industry. We had a blast working together. And then all of a sudden the business started to scale a little bit, and we continued to grow and entered into concrete coatings. So that was in 2015. Here we are, just beginning of 2024, and we're just excited about what is happening here at Xano 521.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff is happening. And so thank you for sharing that. Also, I think it'd be good to as we start this, to give a little why behind the what as to why we're even having this conversation. Why are we doing this podcast? Because I know this is not something that you and I would ever think or imagine we'd be doing. So why are we doing this? Why are we having this conversation?
Well, most people find it very difficult to find a good service provider. It's challenging out there. There's a lot of big companies who are just really profit over people. There's a lot of companies out there who just are what we call tailors with trailers, and they just want to go out and nab a quick buck, and they don't provide good customer service. They don't provide good service overall. The quality of their workmanship is bad. There's a lot of stories here in Florida where people take deposits and they'll run and never see them again. So we just want to kind of get the word out there to our viewers that there are good companies, and we want to tell people how to find them, what to look for, and how to get what you pay for in the end.
And at this point, the concrete coatings industry has exploded. There's no shortage of companies or products out there. And so it's kind of like, if you're a customer on the customer end, it's like, how do you even navigate through all of that?
Right.
And so I know that clarity and information are a big part of what we're trying to do. We want our customers to be as informed as they possibly can. And so that's kind of the goal of what we're going to be doing each episode. And so again, I've got a lot of the questions. I'm going to be acting as the customer.
Okay.
You are going to be acting as the expert. So I'll be asking you a lot of questions. Hopefully you'll have a bunch of answers.
I'll make something up if I don't.
All right, so as we kick off this conversation, let's say I'm a customer and this is what I need help with. So the other night I was scrolling through Facebook and I clicked an ad for a concrete coatings company or something that looked like that. And now it seems like I'm getting endless amounts of ads. They're spamming me up, different companies, different products, different systems. And so I have this garage or I have this driveway or this pool deck that I'd like to get coated, but I really I'm so overwhelmed right now. I have no idea where to start, but I need to know, I need some information. So where do I start? How do I where would I start? What would you recommend in terms of selecting a company?
Sure. So there's basically 5 different things that I would look at I think are important.
Okay.
The first thing we always do is review the reviews. Get on the company's website. If you're getting these this marketing material coming through on Facebook or wherever, or if you did a search on Google and it popped up and you want to check them out, first place to go is the review. Check them out. Reviews are good. 4 or 5 star reviews are awesome if you see that. 1 or 2 star reviews, a bit concerning. I'd be reading into those a little bit. But you're looking for things that are unique, that are telling about the customer service, the quality of service, how the company responded to the problems, those type of issues. That'll kind of paint the initial picture for you on the company.
That's good.
Secondly, business practice. I think there's a lot of things that we can do. Here in Florida, it's really easy because we can get on Sunbiz. We can find out if the company is even legitimate. Are they really registered? Are they insured? Are they current?
Wait. So you're telling me that there are companies out there that aren't real companies?
There's a dime a dozen out there that they're not even registered. They throw some marketing out there. They got a truck, they got a trailer, and they come out there and they sell you stuff, and then they don't show up, or they just put down some really junky stuff.
That's scary.
It is scary.
So Sunbiz?
Sunbiz.com. You can get on there, look up their name, check them out, and see if they're legitimate.
Yeah.
That's kind of the first place we would go.
So reviews, practices. What else you got?
So when you start getting into the company a little bit, and maybe you're going to call them up, or you're going to have a salesperson come out and talk to you, find out about their products. There's a lot of products, a lot of variation out there. There's products that are made overseas. Of course, we love American-made products, stuff that are made right here in the good old USA. But check into their products. See if you can get their safety data sheets on those products. Because if you can't, they may be mixing this stuff in their garage. Also, depending on what you want in your garage. I mean, if you just want something quick and easy, you can go to Home Depot or Sherwin-Williams to get something, but you may not want to spend a lot of money on that. A lot of companies will charge you a lot of money and then just go down to the big box store and buy something that may not be long-lasting or good quality. So
I know we're going to talk more about the different types of products in an upcoming episode, but that's good too. So products, what about process? Is that a big one?
Huge one. So we want to make sure that we have a company that comes in and actually prepares the floor, fixes things that need to be fixed, cracks, pitting, all those type of things. A lot of companies will come in and they're just going to acid wash your concrete. That's a really bad thing. Maybe we'll talk about that a little bit later. You want somebody who's going to actually go through the process of prepping your floor and coating it properly so it'll last. Yeah,
okay. So that's 4 out of 5.
One more.
What's the 5th one? What's the 5th one?
So if you're going to spend money on your home and anything you do, you want to have a good warranty. You want a warranty that's real. It's not just a piece of paper. They're going to back it up. So check out their warranty. Check out what it says, what it means, what does it cover, what doesn't it cover, because there's always some exclusions in there. And make sure you can live with that warranty.
It seems like everybody has a lifetime warranty. And then there's limited lifetime warranties, and then there's this kind of warranty and that kind of warranty. So you definitely have to read the fine print, because you never know what you're really getting into, and a warranty is only good as the company that's backing it up. Right. So that's really good. So there's all these companies. Thank you for that. I think that's a good place to start for those of you out there who are thinking about maybe getting a project done. Definitely work through those 5. You can find these things on our website, and you can also tune back in if you forget any of those. So make sure you work through that. So there's all these companies out there that are doing concrete coatings. We're a concrete coatings company. From your perspective, I know you have a bias.
A little bit.
Right?
A little bit.
But why would you encourage customers to choose our company? What kind of are there things that set us apart? Besides just, highly good-looking.
I'll just start off by saying there are some good companies out there. There's some good legitimate, and that's why we're doing these podcasts. We want our viewers to make a good sound decision and choose them. It doesn't have to be Zano 521. You might not even be in our area. So if you're watching this, you're not in our area, maybe you're further south in Florida or up in Georgia or something like that, you want to make a good choice. But we are a company that is really driven by people, not profits. We love what we do. We love the people we serve. So our business practices are people over profits. And we're also a company that our core value is we're going to run our business legally, morally, and ethically. No matter what it costs us, it's legal, moral, and ethical. One of the things that separates us from a lot of our competitors is that all of our installers are employee, not contractors. Okay, what I mean by that is a lot of companies will actually subcontract out their work to 1099 people instead of actually having a core group of installers. In my opinion, they lose culture, they lose quality. So it just makes it a lot better if you choose a company that actually treats their installers as employees. If they're 1099 guys, then the concrete company is just more of a marketing company for concrete coatings, and they're just subbing out all the work. So there may be some issues there, as we've seen in the past.
So everyone at Zano 521, they are an employee of the company. No 1099s. Okay.
And one of the things that I pride ourselves in here is that we're a local company. We're not owned by some equity investment company. There's a lot of those companies. They're bigger usually, not always, but a lot of times they're a lot bigger. So we're locally owned. When you got an issue, you can actually reach me and talk to me, and the buck stops with me in the end. So
I know you love that part too.
And then lastly, we went with a product that we could get behind and build a business on, and we use Pentec products. We know the manufacturer. We've been there. We've seen their labs. We've seen the innovation that they have. So choosing a company with great products is important, and we felt like we have one that we can get behind.
We believe they produce probably the best products out there.
Well,
they're constantly.
I can't know for sure because I haven't tested every one of them, but I know it's doggone good.
That's good.
And they stand behind it. When there is an issue, they stand behind their product, which is a beautiful thing for us and our customers.
Well, I think that's probably enough for this episode. It's just kind of getting us started. I really appreciate you and your insights, great information, helping us make an informed decision. We started the conversation, but it's not going to end here, because who would have thought there's so much more to talk about when it comes to concrete coatings. And so make sure you tune in and join us next time. Next time we're going to jump into the differences. So as you talked about, there's all kinds of different products out there, all kinds of different systems out there. And so what are the differences? Which is best for me, for my project? We're going to jump into that. So between now and then, if you have a question that maybe we didn't answer, or you have a project that you'd like for us to come out and look at, we provide free quotes to you. You can visit us at Zano521.com. On our website, you can learn more about our company, our products. You can see all of our recent projects that we've installed, probably one near you. And then all of our contact information is on there as well. You can schedule appointments and whatnot. So make sure you check that out then. Next time on the podcast, again, we're going to jump in about the differences between now and then. You guys stay safe, and we'll see you at the Zano 521 podcast next time.